And how did that go for you as far as actually converting them then into Wealthy Secret subscribers?
Well, we had around 9.6% conversion rate.
Fantastic.
So I guess almost one person out of 10 actually upgraded to become a Wealthy Secret member, which is a very it's good. I was very, very pleased with that. With that said, I busted my chops to get it working, because I really interacted with everyone, and I made sure the leaders were taken care of. And I really, I guess, put everything I can into it to make sure that people took all the feedback on board. You know, when people said, how about we do this, how about we do that, they took it on board and introduced it to the system. But really, the base of it all comes back, for me, back to email.
And building relationships.
Very much, and using email as a tool. And in fact, I guess there's a side marketing tip that I've been telling people, and something I've been doing is, for example, when I converse with you, Terry, let's say you sent me a newsletter article, and I've never chatted to you online before, and I like something in your newsletter, it grabbed me, or I have a question for you, I will actually email you a reply to the newsletter and say, okay, Terry, really like your newsletter, where are you from, and how about this, or can you tell me more about what you're doing here? Okay? Now, if you respond, and we do build up that relationship, then I will actually keep your email that you sent me in a folder. They become one of my marketing contacts. And I actually call that folder marketing contacts.
Okay? So you don't really kind of just blast out a mail to everybody and say, hey, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing, come and join me. You really build relationships on a very individual one-on-one basis. Yeah,
and that's right. And I really found that that can really set you apart from everyone else. And that's something I really push very hard with Residual Network. You know, we started that with 100 members, and within 6 months we had 20,000 members, just because of that personal element where we said, you know, people forget about blasting out spam, forget about, you know, buying leads and spending money on paid advertising. What about just looking at your inbox and seeing what's coming in, and seeing if you can contact these people and understand what they're doing. You know, learn from them and show them what you're doing, and build that relationship. And before long, you'll have 100 people that are in your inner circle, if you want to call it, or your mailing marketing contacts.
Yeah.
You know, within 6 months, if you keep doing this, keep at it, you'll have, you know, 300 people, 400 people. But those 400 people, I can tell you that the 300 that I have, or I think about 500 I have in my marketing contacts, they are worth probably 100 times more than my 6,000 people that I have in my Making Clicks mailing list.
Right, because you have individual contact with them.
That's right. And they know who I am, I know who they are, and next time something comes up where I think they'll be interested, you know, I will actually go to that inbox or that mail folder, and I'll click on the email that they sent me, and I'll actually reply to it.
Right.
Say, how are you going? What are you doing with your projects? Here's what I'm doing now. And people appreciate it. People, you know, actually say, well, thanks for keeping me up to date what you're doing. And, you know, I'm genuinely interested in what they're doing. It's not like I'm trying to fake up the relationship.
Yeah.
And really it comes back, I guess, to relationship building, which is what people do offline.
Exactly. And in addition, then, when you're looking at an affiliate program online, in addition to the relationships, which I completely agree with you, that's the number one most important thing to do is to build up relationships within the online community. When you look at an affiliate program and you take a look through, of course, the product has to be a quality product. How important is it for you that you have a residual income from that?
Oh, definitely. That is my it's one of my criteria. So I guess I've got a few criteria for the programs that I will look at and I will consider as one of my 3 for the month. One of them is it would need to have a recurring income stream. So maybe it's a monthly subscription, or maybe it's something like OneCellNet, where when people use up their phone balance, they actually can reload more money onto it, so they can use more. They can make more calls. So whatever it is, I really very much focus on recurring income stream, and the reason for that is I do want to take holidays, and I want to take off, you know, a month here and a month there, and I want to know that with me on holidays, I can still see my income coming through through my online business.
Right. So you leverage your time. It's not directly related to being paid on an hourly basis type experience like offline.
Well, definitely. And look, it's something that Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches. Really is the whole idea of leverage, and it really never really struck me until I started doing this online network marketing or viral marketing. Really, I read a lot of his books, and what's his name, Robert Kiyosaki, and he keeps on repeating the concept of leverage over and over again in his books, and it seems like a very intangible thing when you read about it. But when you look at online marketing and viral marketing, that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of setting up an office and hiring people and leveraging their skills to build up your business, you are bringing people together and leveraging their skills, and they're all getting paid by commission.
And then you actually see the tangible results in your bank account.
Well, yeah, that's right. And look, it's amazing the return on investment online. It is mind-blowing, in my opinion, compared to setting up a shop, down the road. It's just amazing that you can spend $100 or even $50 and see $1,000 within two months.
Yeah,
coming into your account. That is very impressive, considering, like you said, most offline businesses do go broke after 12 months.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you just mentioned an interesting point there. Is if you took $100, and I put you on the spot here, if you took $100 right now, if it was your first kind of online experience, you just came online, you had $100, basically to do something online, but you don't know what. How would you use that $100?
Okay, I probably have 3 recommendations, and it probably depends on. It's probably because of the projects that I'm looking at this month. So my project of the month, or my passion of the month. One of them would be to look at diversifying your spending or this investment of yours across a number of high yield investment programs. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
can you give us some examples?
Sure. High-yield investment programs have been around for a while, and they can have a very bad reputation because some of them do go broke and they go out of business. But there's a strategy that you can implement which allows you to diversify enough that the loss that you will incur will actually be offset in a very positive way by your gains. And it's like having an investment. It's like buying shares, but these are a little more much riskier and much more profitable shares. So obviously the risk and return is often correlated. And you can see I've set up a site with one of my online marketing partners to actually put together a portfolio, I guess, of high yield investment programs.
Where could we go to find that?
Yeah, it's called the Mint Machine. Actually called www.mintmachine.com.
If we spell it out, it's MINTMACHINE.
Yep, that's the one.
Mintmachine.com. Okay. So we can go there to find out. That's your website there.
It's my website, and I've one of my online partners is managing it. So what he does, Kiva, what he actually does on a daily basis, he looks at what his new high investment programs. He contacts the administrators. He says, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for to spend $100 with someone. Maybe you will be the someone. Can you tell me what you do and what your background is? And if they respond, positively, then he will consider to add them to the portfolio. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he has between 10 and 20 programs invested with at any given time.
Right.
And he has recommended top 3 to get people started. And basically, to give you an example, he's had some programs collapse during the experiment, mm-hmm. and vanish altogether with the $100 that we've invested with them. But we've had other programs pay us $30 on a daily basis for the last month.
Right. Okay. So how would we separate that then from a get-rich-quick scheme? I mean, this, by the sounds of it, this is something that's actually based on true business, but you could theoretically make a lot of money very quickly.
Yeah, you could theoretically, and I think it comes down to your strategy. If you've got a very clear diversification strategy where you're spreading your risk across multiple programs, you can actually make a reasonable income out of it. Now, the thing we've done with Mint Machine, it's only about 2 months old now, and we've basically put in our own personal funds. I've put in a couple of $1,000s, and he has done the same. And we've said, look, people come and watch us invest our money and see how we go, because there's a lot of talk about high yield investment programs, and a lot of people are either on the positive or negative about them. Right. And we want to do a real life experiment to see, what are the facts? Does this work? Does it not work? So that's an area that is looking fairly positive at the moment.
So you really put your money where your mouth is on this one.
Yeah. Look, I think you get to the stage online where you realise you do have to reinvest your money. If you're making a profit, you reinvest it in something, whether you purchase a subscription to a new program, or you purchase marketing tools, or you purchase investment funds like I've done with these high yield investment programs. You're really keeping your money moving and keeping it leveraged, just like you would if you were to get a loan and buy shares. It's the same thing to me. It's all leveraging your profits and trying to grow it.
So what's your, this is kind of a personal question, but what kind of a range then do you make from working online as far as an income, just from your online businesses, your multiple streams? Not exactly your exact income, but your kind of the range. What would we?
Yeah, sure. Look, basically from each online income stream, I aim to have $1,000 recurring income per month. So that's my target. Uh-huh. And once I reach that target, I tend to start looking at my next income stream. Now, the reason I start looking for my next income stream is, again, diversification, to make sure that I'm reducing my risk and I can sleep at night. Right. It's great to have $3,000 coming in from a single program, mm-hmm. But if that program collapses and it's your only program, then you're back to square one.
Right.
And
looking at the employment ads in the newspaper again.
Yeah, well, exactly. And no one wants to be in that position where they're in a spot where they have to give up altogether, yeah. Because they've put all their energy and all their effort into the one program. So really, diversifying between multiple programs but building them one at a time is key. As well as that, there's a formula that Mark Joyner sort of mentions in his writing, which I found very interesting. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with his double? To try to earn double your comfort zone.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, basically what Mark is suggesting is that to start considering quitting your day job because you're getting money online, you need to have a particular level of income online met. And the way he calculates it, he says, what is the amount of money you need to receive every month from your online business to live comfortably? Okay, so let's assume it's you need $3,000 a month, mm-hmm. or $2,000 a month to live comfortably. Mm-hmm. Mark says, you need to double that amount, so you need to double it to $4,000 a month, uh-huh. Okay, before you can start considering quitting your day job.
So once you reach a level of $4,000 a month, then you could probably want to sustain that for 2 or 3 months to make sure that it's going to stay and stick.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then you could say, okay, now I can look at branching out.
Yep, and I think that's a fantastic idea because, again, you've got that security, and if one of your programs does fall on its butt, then sure, you might lose $1,000 from your $4,000, or you might lose $2,000, but you're still meeting your minimum required amount to live comfortably. Right. And that's what people want to do at the end of the day.
So is it when you're going out and looking for an affiliate program, when we're talking about, some are going to collapse and some are going to keep going and making you money, is it easier to sell or to I guess, work with a program that has a lower priced item where you're going to make more sales but less commission per item, or is it better to have a program or a product that is a higher priced item and you make more commission on each item but you make less sales?
To be honest with you, I don't mind, and I found it doesn't make a huge difference, but there are 3 things that I primarily look for in a program before I even consider it.
Mm-hmm.
The first one we talked about, which is recurring income. So something that is going to pay me regularly for a single sale. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing that I look for is having a viral program, so something where I can leverage my team's energy and they can leverage my effort as well, so we can build a business. So me going out and trying to build a network by myself is really a waste of time. Let's be realistic, because from my personal experience, building my Making Click mailing list took me 3 or 4 years to get 6,000 members.
Yep.
But as I mentioned, with Residual Network, having that viral element, it took 6 months to build 20,000 members.
Which is fantastic.
So the viral element is very much key to me, and I'll look for programs that have a strong viral element and programs that make it easy for people that join to replicate the success. Something that's easy to navigate, easy to use, something that I can intuitively play with. If I have difficulty understanding the program, then everyone else will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also look for, actually I have 4 criteria. I also look for a program that I feel passionate about.
Uh-huh.
Often you see a program, everyone's drumming up and everyone's telling you how good it is. I won't give examples, but there's the flavor of the month usually.
Yeah.
And unless you're really passionate about it, you're not going to stick to it.
Yeah. I think that's another very, very important point there, yeah.
Yeah, because let's face it, we all come to a stage in a program where we go, okay, I'm hoping to make $1,000 this month with this, but it looks like I'm only going to make 300 or 200, or I'm going to break even.
Yeah.
That could happen, okay? It's realistically. The thing that's going to make you stick with it and actually break that barrier is how much you actually enjoy working with the program and how much you believe in it. If you don't believe in the program and you just picked it up because of the flavor of the month, you're going to drop it straight away. That is, I promise you will not stick it out until you start making money with it.
Right.
So very much it's an assessment point that once you join the program, you can go, okay, do I like the product? Do I like the support? Do I like the look of the site? All those little things that make you attracted to it or not can make the difference in the end success. The last thing that is, to me, critical, which I've touched on before, is value add. And basically, can I add value to this program by is there a way for me to add value to this program? So it's, it sounds a little bit like the Japanese principle of taking a radio and putting a clock on it.
Yeah.
A clock radio.
Yeah.
It's very much that principle. It's can I grab this thing and throw a tutorial on it? Can I throw an email series? To introduce people to it.
Yep.
Can I build a website, a support website? Can I build an extra product? Can I bundle 2 products together?
Uh-huh.
Can I give away an ebook with this program to make it more worthwhile?
So it really personalizes the program that you've got thousands of people out there promoting. It really personalizes it so that you have almost a unique program all of your own.
Yeah, definitely. And look, I've considered writing an ebook on this particular topic because I think it's something that all the big marketers out there are doing. The affiliate marketers, I should say, are actually doing, but they're not explicitly saying it. They're saying, yeah, I'm making $30,000. I'll give you an example. Stone Evans, who runs plugin websites, I think it's called. Plugin websites. Basically, he will build you a website that promotes a few programs.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you can offer that same option to your downline, so
right.
Other people can have this website built for them, and basically it's a viral system. So he's built this, a structure to allow people to join him, and he'll help you get other people to join you, etc., etc.
Right.
So that's his leverage. That's his value add that he's done.
Yep.
Now, he's done that for a few years now, and when Madison Dynamics came out, he basically said to all his people, he said, look, Madison Dynamics, I like this program. I'm going to add it to our list of programs on all our sites.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Would you like to join? Okay. Now, you already have people under you. They already have people under them. Of course you're going to join. You have an almost existing obligation to join because you're part of this value add system that he's built.
Right.
The reason he's made a lot of money with Madison Dynamics is not because he's just a clever marketer. He's a clever marketer, but it's not because he just went out and sent out a lot of emails, but because he added value to an existing product. He built a tool, a marketing tool for Madison Dynamics that all his members could use. He actually built something that adds value and actually gives him a long-term customer base.
So he's basically, well, you pretty much work in the same way.
Pretty
I think
much.
where you've taken, for example, the residual network and clicked that into Wealthy Secret, so you could put it into almost any program. So you're kind of a hybrid. You're kind of an affiliate and kind of a webmaster as well.
Yes, that's true.
So I guess what would you say is the most attractive, or why are you more an affiliate than an affiliate manager or webmaster? Why do you choose that side of the?
Look, I've made a very conscious decision at an earlier stage of my online marketing not to set up a sales business online. Mm-hmm. I've made a very serious decision to do that, and the reason for that is I knew if I was to set up a business online, a sales business online, or an affiliate program of my own, it's just like running a business offline. So I may as well do my day job if I was going to do that, in my mind anyway. As I mentioned earlier, I do want to go on holidays. I do want to be able to retire early if I want to. I want to be able to take the day off if I want to. But I know from my previous experience as a freelance consultant, I know that you have commitments and you have obligations. As soon as you charging people for stuff, you have this. you are committed to those things, and you're committed to the bills. You're committed to handling their money. You're committed to handling the refunds. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying for me personally, I prefer to be, a partner. I prefer to partner with people. I prefer to work with them on building their income streams, as opposed to running a business, or running a paid service, I should say. Even though I can build, I've built e-commerce websites and I can do that. It's not something I plan to do, and it's just a personal choice. I just find affiliate programs are fantastic. I can build something, let it run, educate people on how to run it and how to build their own income, and just let it go.
Well, that's super. So, if you have one last thing to say to everybody? Somebody, we'll use an example. If I just came online right now and I said, Hani, I don't know where to turn. I've seen a million things out there that's, everything looks so exciting, and I just want to make some money. What should I do?
Drop me an email. No, seriously, you're welcome to drop me an email, and I'm more than happy to put you in touch with the right people, or to actually give you an insight into what I'm doing, give you an example of what I've talked about.
And where do we contact you then?
The best place is at hanibana@makingclicks.com.
Okay.
So HANIBANNA at MAKINGCLICKS.com.
Super. You've been listening to Hani Bana from MakingClicks.com and myself, Terry Telford, from TheBusinessProfessional.com. Thanks for your time.